Gemini, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into soul embers in this reading, bringing your beautiful energy, positive vibes, love and support to the channel. You guys are pretty awesome. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Andrea. So today I'm hoping to deliver messages that will really offer you some clarity, help you heal, release, and let go of anything that might be holding you back or that might be causing you just that an unsettled feeling or that something's not sitting quite right. So hopefully messages that will really help you at this time. Guys, I love reading your comments. I love reading your stories. They help me connect with you, and that's how I decide on what future readings I can bring to you so that I can continue to be of service, you know, and really help you guys make a positive shift. So to encourage further commenting and to encourage more of you to comment, I'm going to give away a 30-minute free reading, and all you've got to do is just comment below what is it that brings you to soul embers, that brings you to tarot or this reading. I'll select a winner by simply responding to the comment that you leave the 3rd of October. So I look forward to reading about your stories and connecting with you guys. Good luck. So Gemini, what is blocking you? And this can apply to your love life. It could apply to life in general. But what I have found is that what's blocking us is usually highlighted in one area, but it actually affects other areas of our life as well. Reach. Okay. The changes you are trying to make are getting closer. And you know what I'm sensing, Gemini? You might be feeling quite frustrated at the lack of clarity. So I'm looking at this card, and the hand that's reaching out is reaching out into a haze, a snowstorm. You can't see where you're going. You're just hoping that you're heading in the right direction, but there's this element and this feeling behind this of, you know what if I'm going in circles? It might feel like you're going in circles. It might feel like you've been here before and you're experiencing the same kind of, you know, the same kind of feelings. It's like a Groundhog Day, right? That's what it feels like when it comes to a particular area of your life. You might be feeling that there's a particular area of your life that it just does not want to shift, and you're becoming increasingly frustrated at really trying to identify what it is that's causing you to continually attract the same type of situations in your life. Like, what frequency is it that you're in that you're not seeing that's causing you to attract this type of repeating pattern, right? Some of you may know what it is, and no matter what you do, you can't seem to put yourself into a different frequency. And if that's something that you're experiencing, Gemini, where you're feeling that, you know, I know what it is that's blocking me. I know what it is that I'm doing or that I'm experiencing that is like a cycle. It's a pattern. I know what that is. I know I need to break it. I'm trying to, but for some reason, no matter what I try, I can't seem to break that cycle. I can't identify what the core is. Like, I know what the triggers are even. If that sounds like you, feel free to reach out for a personal reading. I'd be more than happy to help you work through that. But we're going to break that energy down today as well, because I'm feeling that I might be connecting with a lot of Gemini that know what the problem is, that know what the pattern is, that may know what the triggers are trying to make changes, are feeling frustrated at really identifying what it is that's going to really set you into a different frequency so that you can break that cycle. All right, let's break this down a little bit further for you. Okay, so let's have a look and see. What is this about? What is this about? Okay. So it seems like, Gemini, you have tried really, really hard to build to build your own inner security. So this is about you having gone through some real challenges here. And there was a time where you may have felt really vulnerable. You may have felt you left yourself too exposed. You felt that you relied on someone else's word or someone else's promises to bring together, to bring your dreams, let's say, together. It was about, and this can apply to your love life and it can apply to your work life as well. You know, maybe certain promises were made within your employment that, you know, promises about your development, promises about you undertaking certain roles that would get you to the next level, that will give you that promotion, or that a promotion was promised but someone has cut what feels like has cut your lunch here. The overall message that I'm getting here is that you were not, others did not measure up to the promises that they made. They didn't hold up their end of the bargain. And so that left you feeling that you relied on someone's word, and it affected your security, your inner peace, let's say. And when we talk about security, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that it actually affected your finances or it affected your lifestyle, let's say, on a physical plane. This could have to do with your inner security, with your place of safety. You know, I'm seeing a lot of the color red here. So I feel that it really rocked you at a core level, the root chakra, right? It made you feel really up in the air. You didn't feel grounded for quite some time. You felt that you needed to go into protection mode, regather yourself, protect what was, you know, your own sense of centeredness, and reset. You came out of this feeling, I'm getting that energy of I will never trust what someone else says again. If I want to do something, if I want to achieve something, I'm going to rely on myself. I'm going to work really hard, and I'm going to protect my safety. I'm going to protect my security. And so a lot of work went into rebuilding your self-esteem, rebuilding your confidence, rebuilding your roots, back to your roots, going back to those roots. And you've done a lot of hard work, Gemini. You've been really focused. You have stood up for what you've believed in. You have been very clear. Your communication may have even come across as being very cutting. Cut like a knife is what I'm getting. When it comes to rebuilding yourself, you may have cut a lot of people out as a result. So there may have been a catalyst here. This might have been an intimate relationship that didn't go as planned. Basically, your dreams were shattered because they didn't keep up their end of the word. And as a result, it really shook you at a foundational level. It made you see how much you put your trust into other people. So it took on a much broader type of you saw the effect that this type of approach that you had was affecting the rest of your life as well, and you've pulled all your energy and focused on rebuilding yourself and centering yourself again, becoming very firm with what you believe in, really standing up for your values, protecting your standards, and letting people know exactly how you feel. Okay, so I feel that recently you may be feeling a little bit depleted. You may be feeling that, you know, I've tried so hard to build myself up. I'm at the point now where I'm feeling safe, I'm feeling secure, I'm feeling centered with where I'm at. And in comes this, it feels like someone's gone. For example, there's a pond and the water is very calm, and someone's come and they've thrown a massive boulder into this pond, creating this massive wave. I feel that that's what you might be experiencing. There has been some form of communication that has really disrupted your peace right now. And you know that this is a lesson. You know that this is a test. And so you might be a little bit confused as to why this is happening again, you know. So when we talk about what's blocking you and why you're actually attracting this back into your life, that's the question that you might be asking right now. Sorry guys, I had to pause momentarily because my neighbors are demolishing their house and it got really loud. Okay, so that's the question that you might be asking right now. Why is this coming back around? What is it that is, I feel like I get so far and then something comes my way and I'm repeating a cycle, and there might be fear associated with you making decisions that will take you back to a place that you don't want to go back to. You know, you've really put in the work here, Gemini, and you do not want to jeopardize your growth. You feel that you're at a point that, you know, any decision could really stunt that momentum that you have started to gain. So let's have a look and see what is it, what could potentially be the area that you can surrender to right now. There we go. That will help you see clearly what the core issue here is that's causing you and that is blocking you from moving forward in the direction you want this to go into. So surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. I love this. I absolutely love this. Okay, so Gemini, feel free to take a screenshot of that as well if you'd like to just meditate on that energy while you're trying to navigate through this time right now to get to the bottom of what's blocking you. You might find, you know, think about the colors. What emotions do they bring up? The message. Where do thoughts when you read that message lead you? Follow that path because it might really take you to a place like an aha moment. So it seems like for you to really identify and see this from a bird's eye view from above as to what your best approach is. If it causes you, if it disrupts your peace, I'm getting here, remove yourself from the situation. Until you're able to find that place of being centered again so that you can approach the situation with a more objective and calm, from a more objective and calm space, rather than it be emotionally driven. See, whoever it is that's come back and that has caused this disruption, because basically what I'm getting here is that they've come in and there has been this communication about, it feels like some sort of an explanation, and it comes across as being a very logical, very impartial. The emotions feel very disconnected from this communication, but in your heart of hearts, I feel that it causes you to come from a very emotional, your response is from a very emotional space. So there is this element of you have been invested in this person, invested in a particular, let's say, role. Could be work, family, friends, right? So you were really invested, and this approach has caused you to have an emotional reaction. Even if you didn't express it, it's caused you to feel and come from a very emotional space, even though you were approached with objectivity and just from that, you know, a real impartial type of space. It's caused you to want to defend yourself again. It's caused you to really want to protect your space. It's caused you to be triggered and to feel like you felt when you felt exposed and vulnerable, and that stability we were talking about earlier was shaken. So this could be potentially a person that was directly involved with that scenario back then. So the message is to work through this and make the best decision for yourself. Definitely cultivate that inner peace on a daily basis by removing yourself when you feel that it's disrupting that inner peace, and really focusing on finding your, you know, going back to your foundation, going back to all the work that you've done, recentering yourself and standing true and strong by what you believe, and approaching that situation, that person, those people, that workplace with that same objectivity. Okay, so let's have a look and see what is Spirit's message for you as you do navigate through this. All right. Gemini, don't forget to comment below. As I said, I'll be giving out that free 30-minute reading. I'll simply respond to your comment in the comment section below this video on the 3rd of October. And I wish you the best of luck. Okay. Oops. And the message is on the ground all the way over there. And I'm going to have to like... Excuse me while I get the card. Oh, that's not going to work. How annoying. Okay, I have it. Don't ask why me. Ask how can I best move through this. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what we're trying to understand. And the answer to that is by disengaging from anything that disrupts your inner peace and causes you to react from an emotional space because you've been triggered. This person has previously triggered you, Gemini. That's what I'm getting. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? I guess you might be in the frequency of trying to understand what the problem is. True, that's why we're here. What's blocking you? Why is this happening? Instead of sitting in that frequency, remove yourself from the trigger. Remove yourself from the situation the minute you feel that your inner peace is disrupted, so that you can think about how can I best move through this, what's going to be in my best interest, and you can continue to uphold your standards and not allow yourself to, I guess, slip into a previous pattern or behavior that you're actually worried about slipping into. Otherwise, I don't think you would react with such from such an emotional place. I feel that you have a soft spot, or that this meant a lot to you or still means a lot to you. I feel that there may be unfinished business, and you know, you may not have gotten the answers you needed or the acknowledgement you needed. All right, and I could dig a lot deeper into that, but we could be here for an hour. So finally, if this is relating to your love life, I want to pull out one more message for you, Gemini, so that we can have a look and see what's Spirit's message for you right now when it comes to coming from a place of love and being able to close out a cycle with good karma. Let's just put it that way. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Wow. Well, you couldn't see that. So I'm going to hold that card up for you, Gemini. But what I'm getting here is this isn't about you having patience with them. This is about you having patience with yourself. Understanding that, you know, you can only learn. This is about retrospect. This is about you learning as you go and realizing that you need to have those standards or those boundaries around you to ensure that you feel safe and secure, and that you're not meant to just know these things. And you may feel that you should know better, but the thing is that you're actually getting to know who you truly are through these experiences. And so you need to be patient with yourself as you learn, as you go through this. The challenges that you're facing when it comes to this situation and the changes you're trying to make, which are getting closer, okay? This is like a key moment, and which is going to cause a key shift, let's say, on your path. But it is through your patience with yourself and understanding that this is part of the journey to you understanding and getting to know who you are in a lot more detail will allow you to stand up for your values and your beliefs, will allow you to not, relax those standards or beliefs, because you know what you want and you know who you are. And that reaction that you have that's coming from that emotional space that doesn't feel great, let's say, because it doesn't come across as a great feeling for you, is because you still haven't uncovered an aspect of yourself that is trying to align with, this vision that you have of yourself. I hope this is making sense. I really do. So hard to articulate the message sometimes, so please be patient with me also. So having the patience for yourself will in turn enable you to see that there is no rush here. People can come and go as they please. You are standing firm. You are, you know what you want, you know what you believe, you can't be shaken. It doesn't mean that you aren't flexible. It doesn't mean that you're not open to discussion. It just means that you know what you want and where you stand. And so that reaction or that you won't be triggered as much. So have patience with yourself as you shift your mindset from asking, or I should say putting yourself in the vibration or the frequency of the why, to putting yourself in the frequency of the how, when you're able to disengage from the conversation, from the person, from the situation, when your inner peace has been disrupted and you feel your emotions bubbling in a negative way, so that you can recenter yourself and align yourself with what you stand for, and make those decisions that you need to make so that you can get closer to what it is that you're trying to reach here, Gemini. All right, guys, best of luck. I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye.